Hello, everyone, and welcome to Little Hands on Me Parenting Network. I'm Tanya, and it is day 5 of our fall transition. I actually hadn't been able to write about the blog today and post it, so I'm coming live to do 2 different parts. So the very first one was a baby sign of the week, which I posted below, and it was a mom who was actually reading a book with their little one, and the sign was for rabbit. So there's multiple ways to do rabbit. You take your V hands and you come up and you go rabbit. This is the one that I see a lot more here in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Okay, so keep in mind that Baby Sign Language, at least the My Smart Hands program, uses American Sign Language signs. There is regional differences. There is other people that make up signs. The research shows to use a true sign as the human brain does process language in a different way than a gesture, such as if somebody made up a sign for rabbit. So we have a few different ways, rabbit, or you can do rabbit. Again, I see this one a lot more here in Saskatoon specifically. So rabbit. And then what I wanted to do was also talk about fall transitions and seeing how people are doing. How are you transitioning into fall, even though it's not until the 22nd of September, and I'm very much about seasonal awareness. Today, what we're going to do is pull a bit of information from my Positive Discipline teaching book, as I got caught. My biorhythms are off today. Okay, so, that's the right way too. Feeling faces. I want to talk about building vocabulary with the emotions and how important it is to give these emotions, these feelings to our little ones and validate their feelings, their correct feelings. And typically what we do is, as adults, we'll be like something like, wow, I am angry. However, anger is actually a secondary emotion. So what is it that you or your child are feeling? Maybe you're feeling hurt, whoop, right there, or ashamed, or maybe it's some other high intensity such as lonely or worried, and then you go spike right to anger. And there's a split second that we actually have different emotional feelings versus going into our anger. So as we work through validating our feelings with our little ones, and also validate your feelings for yourself too, is great to know. I've seen families posting these faces up on their fridge and using it. So you can be like, wow, you are looking really afraid. Or just watching your child, they get the frowns and maybe the fists, and you can give those awareness. So you are closed fist. You look like you are really, insert this, frustrated, or anything like that. So this chart specifically is from Empowering People, which is actually one of Dr. Jane Nelson's websites, and she is the founder of the program that I use. Now, for the baby sign, we do a lot of emotional vocabulary in our classes. Our classes are 8 weeks in length. They're 50 minutes. I actually haven't used this one for a while. I think I need to make some new shakers. There we go. Okay, so what we do is we talk about building. That one's really gross. It'll be dumped out. That was sparkles, but they've clumped up over the summer. And what we do is we use multiple signing vocabulary with our play sensory items. And children love the sensory items and the calm down discovery bottles. This is because they're able to manipulate it with their hands. I've got 2 different sizes I bring to class with the little ones, and it helps to regulate or learn to self-regulate, as well as that parent-child connection together in our classes. So these are just some of the bottle examples that I do bring into the baby sign classes. And together, the parent and the child, we play and sign and explore the feelings. And we go also, depending on what level it is, we can do the colors, we can do what objects, such as pom-poms. I do call these ones balls in level 1, and it's a nice way to practice our emotions and our feelings, building that emotional vocabulary while having some really fun times. What else do I have here? Some more goodies. So self-regulation is taught with the feelings. And here, I have these. Anyone who has taken my classes will know about these boxes. They are good for kids, for babies. So with the baby sign, anywhere from that, even as young as 2 months. I'm going to be bringing my 3-4-week-old in classes. And I've had as young as actually families joining us at 2.5 months, up to 2.5 years, and it's really great in that first life or year of life. So they're able to touch, play, explore, and then actually build the emotional vocabulary with this one. So using words such as calm, touch, feel, encourage them to play and sign. All these ones have different buttons such as rough, soft, etc. So it's a great way to build that emotional vocabulary and the awareness. We can do signs such as, do you see the blue heart in level 2? Touch the fuzzy red. We would do big and little. Let's do it this way. Little and big in level 1 and have some fun. So that is kind of today's topic, which was the baby sign, which was bunny. Let's do it down here. And then falling into transition, building emotional vocabulary. So those emotions, give it to your children. They will adore it. And what is happening? I am coming back to teach. I wasn't going to teach in 2008 or 17 for the remainder.